that setup gonna work for you, Eric?
I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Remember Bob Loblaw? This is a Loblaw. From the hip
yeah, I
hop
don't
trio
remember
Arrested
it.
Development.
Eric, you want to introduce us?
Hello, I am Eric.
I'm Josh.
I am Ruben.
We're playing the Adventures of Blob.
What?
Blob.
There you go.
Bob, Blob.
Oh man, there's animation.
Welcome to the Burger Kong. Can I take your order?
Medium hamburger.
Oh wait, yeah, we used to play this in 5th
Yeah,
grade
that's
all
why
the
I
time.
suggested it.
Holy shit.
I remember we used to laugh at
Oh,
those
yeah.
prices of the burgers in the beginning, but
Oh, I remember.
I mean, you could just go to Five Guys. Is this a nostalgia
This is
trip
gonna
for
be
you?
too loud.
No, I don't think so. Alright, I don't remember how to play this game.
You look at the
Oh, wow, okay,
instructions.
that's,
Yeah, you said you don't remember it being that bad.
it's not the best feeling game. Can I attack?
Yeah, you gotta jump on top. I guess this is just like a platformer. No, I was going to say, I remember when we were in 5th grade, we used to think it was a joke, the prices of the hamburgers that he was eating, but now, in the current year, it's like,
You understand inflation.
you can just go to Five Guys and easily eat that much food, or eat that much money worth of food.
I went to a place in Chicago and I think the burgers were like $20.
Where was it?
Umami Burger.
Umami?
It's like they were known for like doing crazy stuff with their burgers.
Like what?
Okay, yeah, that was.
You died so quietly. I like how you started out with like 10 lives.
This song is not gonna get better at all.
Like that was just 2 bars repeated.
I wonder if anybody actually ever beat this game.
I don't think it's that long.
Excuse me.
Well, they don't telegraph people like.
People like hiding behind those spikes
Yeah,
and that
like
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's walking on the air.
yeah.
So this reminds me, going on this nostalgia trip.
Nice.
Eric, do
We
you
just
remember?
killed all the dinosaurs.
Do you remember Comic Months comics?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That was when I was in 3rd, 4th
You
grade.
jumped so high.
Oh wait, hang on, wait. Stop for a second. I'm just gonna.
Let me turn the volume off.
Oh, we can do that. Sorry, I just wanted to make it full screen so that you don't see anything. There we go.
That's enough.
Okay, there. Now it's very
We'll
quiet.
Just, we'll sit in silence like when you're at the family dinner table.
Yes, when you're at a family gathering.
No, it was a very, very high quality, very high effort comic book company that I owned in 3rd grade.
Yeah, and you would write.
And
You made a comic based off of this game, didn't you?
no, someone else did.
Someone else did.
My neighbor at the time had made
Which
it.
neighbor was it?
I'm not gonna name drop them on
I mean,
this.
they're not gonna know if it's their first name. Can
I
you
don't remember. I
Can
don't
you
rem-
describe them? Because that's what me and Josh have had to do.
Did they really like hockey?
No.
Did they play guitar?
Yes.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah,
Was that your neighbor Steve Vai?
Yeah. Steve Vai.
Steve Vai, Eric's neighbor.
Yeah, this is
who
really-
did not play hockey.
But he
This is
did
like-
play, I believe, with Frank Zappa briefly.
Yes.
He did. Okay, that was really worth it.
Holy shit.
This reminds me. Did you guys ever have like a computer, like class, like in school,
Yes.
Kind of.
like 3D modeling type thing or whatever?
Yeah.
Not really.
You're gonna have to jump to the right or
Yeah,
something
I don't know how that's gonna work.
like
I
that.
did.
Like that doofus. Get him.
This reminds me, like there was one
Get
assignment I had in one of those classes where we had to make a game, and I
Mm-hmm.
made a game called Burger Palace,
Uh-huh.
and it was probably similar quality to this. It was just like a maze game.
We
Lands.
had
Oh, I made it to the next world.
we had a similar class when I was in middle school where we had to either make a game or make like a music video. And I made a music video for keep in mind this was also like
Okay, yeah, that's.
Dark Souls,
Thank you, Dark Souls.
You're gonna spell's thrown at you too.
Can I attack that guy?
but
No,
no,
You're dead.
Okay,
you're
nice.
dead. But anyways,
Wait, I
in
wonder-
2007,
Okay.
What?
I made a music
Why?
video.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry.
It's so loud.
Yeah, don't go that way. I made a music video for My Chemical Romance's Blood.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Tokyo Hotel.
No. That was like 2005 for me.
Tokyo Hotel always makes me laugh to think
Oh my
about.
gosh.
It does.
Yeah.
Why does it make you laugh?
I don't know. Just something about that band is inherently funny. It's like Weezer.
No, I understand.
I remember you liking them in middle
Don't
school.
jump on that. Don't jump on
I
it.
know, but I can't because this guy's. It's stupid.
Jump over. There you go. Kill the
Oh,
penguin. Kill the
I
penguin.
probably can't kill him. Oh, I can't.
Kill him when he's lying down.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Dude, holy shit.
I remember you liking Tokyo Hotel in middle school.
Are you sure it was middle school?
This
I
was like
thought it was
this
like an
was
elementary
sixth
school.
grade.
Yeah,
You told me
it
about
was.
that.
It was definitely like.
I remember listening to them because my sister listened to them.
Oh,
And
well,
that was
anyway.
in like 5th and 6th grade.
I was gonna say I remember you being like, yeah, there's this Tokyo Hotel song, and it was like my first experience with hipster culture
Yeah.
because I
They
felt
weren't
like
that
you were.
hipster. They
No,
were
I'm saying the Ruben's like approach to them,
Oh, okay.
being like, you might not know this song. It's Tokyo Hotel. Not like a you. I mean, I don't think it was
Not like a
intentional.
condescending way.
No, I
Like,
think
it was
you-
like the first thing where
I
it's
think
like
you genuinely.
someone saying like you
Yeah.
you probably have never
Gosh,
heard
yeah.
this before.
Because at the time, I don't even know what I. That was when I got my first MP3, and I can tell you almost everything that was on it.
How many? Yeah, we're playing with the keyboard and mouse are on like
Listen,
two cardboard
take
boxes.
this off and just use the lower box.
Do you
Yeah.
want to?
Just do that.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Listen, I'll lift these.
Cut the box in half.
There you go. See if that's any better.
Okay, that snowball just hits Eric
Yeah,
and
you
he
bet.
dies.
No, I was gonna say I remember. I vividly remember my first MP3 player. I think I got it for Christmas, and I think it held like 300 songs or something.
Yeah. How
But
many did you have?
a lot.
Was Icky Thump on there?
It was, I believe.
I remember.
I remember a lot of oh gosh, it was a lot of songs from Guitar Hero, a lot of Korn, which I was just getting into, some Queens of the Stone Age I remember, and a lot of early 2000s hip hop that has aged really poorly. Like,
What you mean?
who did
Fuck.
Chain Hang Low?
Jibs.
Yeah,
Jibs.
Jibs, Hurricane Chris.
Let's try it. I'll try it one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
A lot of those kind of artists, and oh yeah, I really wanna.
Yeah.
$15 burger.
A $15 burger. That's just like a regular hamburger at Five Guys.
Second time you
Just
made
like
that joke,
hands.
Ruben.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
but now you can clearly see what I was talking about.
He doesn't even bite it.
No,
What kind of burger place is this?
Cam and I used to have this running joke about how Cam and I had this running joke about.
The
Do you
same
remember?
two measures.
Do you remember when LaDainian Tomlinson used to be on those old Campbell soup commercials at
Yeah.
all? And he would take like a really big bite of soup, and then like put the spoon in his mouth, and then like pull it out before he got the soup off. Like he would like deep throat the spoon and then pull it and then like pull it out and then pull the soup out on its way out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas most people put soup up to their lips and kind of like
Yeah.
dump it in.
Deep throated
Just
the spoon.
No, it looked really weird the way he ate. Can we find a clip of that somehow?
I'll try, but
You're filling up on Campbell's chunky, fully loaded soup, beef stew, loaded with lean meat protein. You took charge. The people
Okay,
if I can't find
it's
it.
very I don't know why I knew
you're
that.
asking me to look for a clip of a man biting soup.
If
Yeah,
you can't find it, just get a different person biting
Yeah,
soup.
I'll just film my.
yeah.
I'll get Josh to film a clip of what he's talking
What's
about.
the
Yeah.
purpose of these fruit?
I don't know.
How do they benefit
Points? I don't
me?
know.
What points? There's no points.
Uh,
There's no point. I guess there's that fruit thing. Maybe if I get a certain amount, I get an extra life.
probably.
You get an extra wife.
That is fucking dumb.
No, but going back to CM Comics. Comic
Oh,
Books
sorry.
Comics. This
I don't even. Do you remember the name of the comics we had?
Yes. Well, the thing is, when you came to our elementary school,
I remember you had a rivalry with one of my neighbors.
What do you mean?
Do you remember that? Because you guys were the highest selling comics.
Vaguely. Well, that was the thing. We didn't actually sell them. We just like wasted the elementary school's resources and then just gave people like copies of it. Our shit.
I have another story.
But like I remember you had a comic about it was either your dog or like your friend's dog.
I was really into dogs when I was younger.
And then I remember you had another one, but I know for mine, like I made a comic about like our group of friends that I called the Odd Guys.
Odd guys.
Yeah, so I
Ooh.
drew us all and like had like just wrote stories about like the shit that we did in our adventures and stuff.
That's
like
wholesome.
that. But I only made like maybe 2 or 3.
What kinds of
But,
adventures are we talking about? Like,
it wasn't stuff that actually happened.
like buying a pizza at lunch or something. Or getting extra milk.
Like talking super loud at lunch about things that 6th graders talk about. No, but I remember. I don't know if anybody has a copy of it or anything like that. But
Yeah, can you try to find a video of that?
it wasn't a video.
No, it's a joke.
Oh.
It's just out
Oh,
there
on
on the
YouTube.
internet.
Yeah, someone did a read through of a comic I made in 6th grade.
I'm gonna see what happens when I get 100 of these fruits.
But yeah, don't step on that.
This guy got jumbled.
Nice.
But yeah, I remember like it kind of
okay.
just ended, and I don't know why. But like I remember after a while,
Nothing
like
resets.
the school.
I know I got a life.
The school got pissed off at us because like we would print like an 8 or 9 page comic like 13 times to give to kids in the class.
I don't remember.
And
getting mad.
I remember like they only wanted me to staple just like the top corner of it, and I'm like, but that's not a comic book. So I like wasted more staples, stapling like all 3 times on the sides.
Gotcha.
And
Kid
yeah,
life.
it's funny because like when you came to our school, like we kind of already did something like that in like 4th grade before you got there. But it wasn't like making comic books. It was like we had a newsletter that we made.
Oh
and
yeah, I remember.
I don't know if you remember it.
I
Were
remember you
there?
talking. No, I wasn't
Yeah,
there. I remember
well,
you talking about it.
My parents reminded me of this recently. She's like this. So I was in 4th grade, and us in our 4th grade class, we had a running joke about our teacher like not dating anybody and not having a man, which is hilarious if you think about as 4th graders,
It is really funny thinking of
Yeah,
your
it is,
teacher
but
dying alone.
It's super hilarious,
It's
especially
boring.
her.
But I remember we actually like put a joke. We put a joke in our newsletter about it, and then my parents saw it, and they were so embarrassed. And then like I think that it came up in the parent-teacher conference, and my 4th grade teacher thought it was funny as hell though, so she took it like a
really
champ.
I know who that is. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it was I thought it was our 6th grade teacher.
No. She would not have taken it.
Yeah,
that
no,
well.
she wouldn't have.
No, this was our 4th grade teacher. Our 6th grade teacher probably would have.
She
I would have gotten in a lot of trouble.
She would say, "This is the biggest pile of garbage I've ever seen." And
I remember
hold
that.
up, like it. Oh my gosh.
Josh,
You
do
died
you want to tell that story?
Yeah, but I was gonna. Yeah.
Oh, tell your other story first.
I don't know if you guys don't know this. I also made a comic when I was in elementary school,
It was fucking terrible.
and it was a blatant ripoff of Teen Girl Squad from Homestar Runner.
Oh yeah.
But instead of like cheerleader so and so what's her face in the ugly one,
Mm-hmm.
I just named one of the guys. If you have to bleep this, I don't care. I just named one of them
Retard.
because I was like 10.
I also had a comic when I was like that age where I kept saying retard because I thought it was super funny.
Yeah.
And
Well, it was also like 2005.
yeah, it was
very
a very different time.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I did that, and then I also, when I was in like elementary school, I tried to create like my own version of Pokemon, but I never played Pokemon or anything.
I didn't know you were into Pokemon.
I wasn't. I never watched it. I never played it. I just thought it was cool having.
It's a good show.
I just thought it was cool. What? Like, was that a glitch?
I got hit by a snowball.
I just liked the idea of like creating these characters that had like skills and stuff. I thought that was
Yeah,
cool because
that
I really like. I was really into drawing.
I think that was the appeal of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Banana.
Okay.
Wow, you
Hold
died
on.
twice. But
Besides selling Satanism.
yeah.
Yeah. Besides encouraging atheism,
No, besides encouraging, what was the whole thing with PETA? You remember that?
PETA?
Animal cruelty.
animal cruelty.
Yeah.
Why would they encourage animal cruelty?
Because they make them
Because-
battle.
Yeah, if Pokemon were real, it's like, oh, it'd be truly.
Oh, I
animal
thought
They're
you
trying to
meant-
make children think that it's okay to force animals
You're
to
about to
play.
lose. You know that, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
And then the episode will end.
I'm trying to
Well,
get
I would
past
tell.
the
I would
winter
tell
world.
that story about 6th grade.
I could always.
We
play
all
again.
anyway. Okay, so we had a sub one day, and we had to do a history assignment, and then we turned it in to the sub, and then the sub gave it to our regular teacher, and then our regular teacher graded them, but she was like, "You were there." What do you mean on? But she was like way more strict than the sub was, so everyone failed the assignment. And then the next day, our normal teacher was back, and she had like 10 papers in front of her.
Because there's only like 10 kids.
There were
in
only
class.
like 10 kids in our class, And she goes, "This is the biggest pile of garbage I have ever seen."
Is that it?
It's like 10 pages long.
It was like just 10
They
sheets
also
of
didn't
paper.
mention. She also didn't you didn't mention how the sub kept saying that we were doing a fine job.
Yeah, because I remember specifically going up to the sub and being like, "Is this enough information for this answer?" I didn't use that word.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh yeah."
She's like, "Oh, that's great." And I turned it in, and then when I got my paper back, it was like, "You didn't answer these thoroughly enough," and I got like a 70 or something on it.
What was
So-
it even on? Do you remember?
Fun fact, I do. So it was on ancient Greek literature and history.
Yeah, that's really
And
interesting for an 11-year-old.
I was the only person that passed.
Yeah,
that
you got
test.
like a 94 or
Yeah,
something.
but I was also like interested in that stuff as a kid. But like, it was so funny because like when she was saying that, she was like, "Everybody failed this," and I got like so scared. And then like afterwards, she's like, "Ruben, you're the only one that passed." And I was
I'm really
like,
proud of you, Ruben.
Yeah. And then she like let everyone retake it, and I was like, "Can I retake it to try and get an 100?" And then she's like, "Yeah."
I also remember
Fuck this.
vividly, every time we were in history class, we had one girl who had already learned the material, so she just got to do her own history projects. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Wait,
Yeah.
who was it? Or what class was it?
The same one we've been talking about.
Oh.
But,
Yeah, I think I do remember that.
and so anyway, she got to do... What?
Ooh, I was trying to go for the
Good
life.
one. And so,
I got the life though.
yeah. who are you, Korn? That's a Korn song.
Just let that. Just let that.
Who are
sit.
you, John Davis
Who are
and
you?
Monkey and,
Have a nice life.
no, I can't remember anyone else from the band.
From what?
Head, I think that's one of them.
Brian Head Welch.
Yep, I think that's the drummer.
Oh my! What?
I don't know who the bassist is. But anyway,
Face. What's his name?
I don't know. But anyway, so okay. So I was gonna say before Ruben rudely farted.
That wasn't me.
That was his idea.
That was Josh.
No, liar.
The folks at home can't tell because they cannot see our asses.
But they can smell that yours is just atrocious and mine smell good.
That is not true.
No. Okay, so
Mine also
don't-
smell good.
we had one girl in our class who did like her own history projects and stuff, and then every time shut up
Why do you get mad at that?
because you were there. You,
Well, I'm
you
listening
don't
to
have
your
to
story.
follow
I
the
just-
story. You were there.
I was the one that said
I know. That's what
Were
I'm
you
saying.
yelling at Eric?
Because I'm just letting you know I'm following along.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so she was doing her own projects,
Go on.
and then when we'd have to like read, we would have to pick the next person to read. I don't know what you call that, but so like I'd get done reading, I'm like, okay, Eric's turn, and then Eric would read, and then be like, okay, Ruben's
Oh,
turn.
like popcorn, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. But you'd have, but I think that's when sporadic. When you pick the person, I don't know what they call it. So
She like spun in a circle and threw a knife and like.
whoever it was closest
Yeah,
to or in.
Ah! Oh.
But then I remember every time I would like pick on the one girl because I would always forget she had like a different curriculum, and then the teacher would make me feel really stupid.
She was like,
It's
"Don't."
like she's in
pick
a
her."
better curriculum than
She's
you.
like, she's smarter than you. Don't bring her down to your level of intellect.
Level of
I'm
lack
surprised.
thereof intellect.
I'm surprised they didn't just make her relearn the stuff.
I know, stupid.
Or just move her.
Which I already knew
grade.
about Mesopotamia and stuff, so that was also stupid.
I didn't. I didn't remember learning about that until like 10th grade.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but the school I went to before I joined your school was like 1,000 times harder. It was so much more difficult.
I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody that like switched over to our school was like really smart.
It was a lot harder, and also they were a lot more strict. Like if you were a boy, you had to wear khakis and a polo every single day,
Ooh.
and you couldn't keep your hair like longer than a certain length. And if you
Yeah.
were a girl, they were like even more strict.
You had to wear a burqa.
Yeah. No, you had to wear like a dress, and you had to keep your hair like a certain way and stuff. Like it was very strict. So I just didn't know if you guys knew that or not.
I didn't know it was that strict. But
And,
I mean, I know that like it was kind of like very close with our school. Like we both played on the same sports teams.
Yeah.
Because both of our schools were very small.
Yeah. So we just combined for one small team.
It was usually basketball when
Yeah.
we did that.
What?
The
Didn't even
penguin,
touch you.
The penguin got him.
Danny
really
DeVito
well.
as the Penguin.
Do you think this guy went on to make like a really good game?
Yeah, he created.
I was trying to think.
Created
The Red Dead 2.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Ruben, that video you sent yesterday where it was like someone predicting like future consoles or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you see the description of the video?
What was it? Was it like someone being like, I
It's
think
like,
I
it's
remember
crazy
reading
to
it.
look back on this. I work for Fortnite at Epic Games or whatever.
Yeah, and then they like threw in like their Twitch stream or whatever. I'll put in a clip of that video. It was
Oh
the
my
one where it
gosh.
was like, here's all the new systems coming out. And it was like, here's the Wii phone. Here's the Xbox 720, and it's a sphere.
It had a drowning
It's just a
pool.
bowling ball.
Yeah.
Drowning pool song.
Yeah, it had.
Was it called Bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bodies hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit my floor.
The bodies hit my ass.
What? What?
That was weird. Why
I just want to get past the winter.
I remember that song being really popular a long time ago, and every single time when I would talk to a girl
just
in middle
started.
school, and I'd be like, "What kind of music do you listen to?" And anytime they say "Drowning Pool," I'd be like,
I never.
I just
anyone.
imagine like anybody that said they liked Drowning Pool back then just liked that song.
I never.
'Cause I never heard another song from that.
I never heard anyone say
I
they
know.
liked that band.
I heard plenty of people say they like that band.
Also, that's a really good band name. Not for
Drowning
them,
Pool.
but because it's like the opposite of a swimming pool. It's funny. I always thought
It's
that
like
was
My
funny.
Chemical Romance.
I always thought it was a pool for drowning people, and I was like, that's not that cool. And
I
then I
just
realized
thought
it was like a
words.
pun.
My Chemical Romance had a song named "Drowning Lessons" that I
Yeah.
always liked growing up.
That's pretty funny.
I actually think My Chemical Romance is like pretty good compositionally. I still listen to them sometimes, like even nowadays, even though it was like angsty emo music. And I'll put that in quotes from the late 2000s.
This is broken.
Right there. Yep.
It's broken.
There you go. Oh, you
it's
had
just
it.
broken.
You
Okay.
had
You
it.
have
There
it.
you go.
Watch out for the snowball. Who's throwing it?
It's a man. The man.
Ow.
Hey. All right.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember other cool things I made. Oh, did I ever tell you the story about when we had to draw presidents? Do you know the story?
No, what happened?
We were in, I think it was 4th grade, and we had to draw like pictures of the presidents, and we get to choose who we wanted to do.
And you drew George Bush in blackface.
No. No, I drew Warren G. Harding, our first black president.
Ah, yes.
Do you know that story?
No.
That was like, you know how, okay, so like, do you know the story about,
That was a legitimate guess, by the way, because I thought you told me that you accidentally made one of the presidents darker.
no, you're
Okay.
completely, no, this is, I don't know where you're getting that at
Roosevelt
all.
was black. Which I think when I was a kid in like 5th grade, I saw a picture of him for the first time. and
You
I
thought every picture in black and white meant that the person was black.
sure.
No, that is a real thing though. That during the election cycle, that they were
Gosh.
saying that Warren G. Harding was actually black, and that's supposed to be like a knock on him,
Oh my gosh.
like disqualified him for president. Fun, that's true. But anyway,
How are you still alive?
but I was gonna tell you that I chose Eisenhower because I liked him.
Uh-huh.
And then I cruised through it because like I really like to draw, and I was like, this is easy. And my teacher was like, you can do another one, and I was like, okay, I'll do Reagan, I guess. I don't know. So I did Reagan. And you know how he kind of had that like off-center smirk that he
Did you
kind
make
of
him
had?
look like a
Yeah.
baseball mitt?
What? What does that even mean?
Oh, because he was old.
Oh, when he's
They're all old.
No, well, Reagan was, at the time was really old. This was before we would have presidents that were well into their 70s.
I mean, he was whatever. Okay,
He was in his
whatever.
He was in his 60s, I think.
Reagan? No, he wasn't. He
Yeah,
was
he
like
was.
really old. He got Alzheimer's in office.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did.
At the end of his term, he
At
did.
the end of the term, yeah, but I thought
That
he
was
was like 64 when he took office.
So he'd be 72 when he
Maybe,
got out.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I
he
think he was
didn't. He
older
didn't
than
start
60.
his presidency in the
No, I didn't
70s.
say he had. No, I said when he was in office, he got Alzheimer's.
Oh,
Am I pronouncing it right?
I think, you know,
Alzheimer's?
old
Yeah.
timers.
Old timers?
all-time low. No,
Old timers.
So I drew a picture of Reagan, and he's got kind of like a crooked smile, and so I like drew it, and I did like a good
crooked
job.
man.
Good one.
Because of the
I
Alzheimer's.
thought you were gonna say because of the war on drugs,
That too.
because of the band The War on Drugs. But anyway, so I did it, and then everyone laughed at me for being like, "Why'd you make his mouth all weird?" And I'm like, "That's literally how his mouth looks." And yeah, all those people are failures now.
All of them?
They have
What?
That should
they-
not have happened.
They have a collective 0 YouTube channels, and I have 2,
Nice.
So, who's the real winner?
Yeah, for the folks at home, in case you didn't know, Eric and Josh have an additional YouTube channel
Yeah.
called Unlistenable.
Yes, if you're interested in all, we just do music and movie reviews mostly.
Imagine TASP, but strictly music.
But strictly music and movies.
And I'm not there usually.
And Ruben's not really there. Which you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, like, you guys are way more into music than I am these days, unless if it's like classical music, ironically. But I still love me some movies.
But we focus on a lot of like new releases of things, so not a lot of new Chopin being dropped.
Yeah.
No new Rachmaninoff.
Eric,
out.
one more. Just one more.
You can do
death.
it.
This
You
is
have
it.
your
This
last
is
life.
it.
One more death, and then
This
we
is
can
a
end the
send-off.
episode.
And then I'm done playing video games for the rest of my life.
No.
Oh, what?
Are you guys gonna play Cyberpunk?
I don't have
Probably
Cyberpunk.
not. Well, I only have a PS4, and they
Do you
took
have
it off.
PS4 now?
Are you
I've had
asking
a
like
PS4.
no?
Since when?
No.
Since Black Friday of 2019.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was telling you. Don't you remember like a few months ago in a group chat when Eric and I were arguing?
Fuck.
Because I said
Fuck.
I didn't like Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and you came around to liking it.
Yeah.
So I won.
Well, I'll tell you.
I
I'll
didn't
tell you
know
guys.
you
I prefer Doom Temporal.
I'll tell you guys about. We'll talk about that in the next episode. But yeah, I'll tell you more to come. But anyways, thanks for joining us, you guys. Hope you all have a nice day.
Merry Christmas.
Well, they encourage your complete cooperation. Send your roses when they think you need to smile. I can't control myself because I don't know how. When they love me for it, honestly, I'll be here for a while, so give them blood.